Just to paint the bodies candy red to insulate the intercooler. So I wrapped it in this. Nice and wide. We got that baby Sasha right up above. Probably the most important giveaways, the most special, the most impressive.
Perfect.
What's swinging, gang? What's swinging, Autoless gang? I'm in a crazy rush. I mean, battery in my back rush to get over here to Aguadilla with a car at, because the ACL race bearings. I know I told you guys I was going with King drag racing bearings, but they out of stock. They don't know when they're gonna be back in stock, so I don't have time for that. ACL race bearings is a good coated race bearing as well. You know, I myself will recommend both of those. A lot of other companies like Lang Racing, VAC Motorsports and stuff, they also recommend the ACL coated bearings. So I mean, you can't lose going with any bearing. But my engine is just sitting there because the valve seals was done and everything. It was hot tank clean, and they're waiting on the bearings. So I'm gonna rush over here real quick, you know, because I'm still waiting on parts, gang. It's like 4 or 5 other parts still coming in the mail. So I'm gonna rush over here, get these bearings to Junior so he can pop them in the engine and start back putting the engine together, you know, get the timing done and all that crap. And we just waiting on outside pieces, you know, adapters for the intercoolers, the stage 2 turbos from Pure. We already got the wastegates over there. So that's enough talking, you know. Like I said, I'm in a rush. Let's get over here, gang.
A few moments later.
Boom, gang. Autoless gang, make sure you watch the entire video, because at the end of this video, I got one of the most, probably the most important giveaways, the most special, the most incredible giveaways I'ma ever do on this channel. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. I can't even explain it. So make sure you watch to the end of this video so you can get on what's going on. Dropping the bearings off and get everything buttoned up. We got the engine right here. Woo!
I was just checking out for clearances.
Alright, look at those rods, gang.
I just finished putting on number 5, so I don't know about the bearing now. I can just stumble.
Alright, got the little transfer case right there. With the differential right there.
This is your cylinder heads. They're already done up.
Cylinder heads got new valves in them.
New valve stem seals.
New valve stem seals, I meant.
Everything is on there. Ready to roll.
Everything looking good.
Awesome, man.
Valves was all cleaned and brand new looking now. So we getting ready to put it back in. All right, and what we got here? What's this, M3?
Yeah, it's an M3. It's got an alternator problem. They put one of those aftermarket alternators on it, so it keeps draining out the battery, keeps resetting the light and the time and the clock. So once I started doing it, we checked the battery, see if the battery was the fault, but the battery turned out to be okay. The battery's not the problem, it's the alternator. And it's, you know, it's not the original one. It's, you know.
Yeah, you gotta go OEM.
You gotta go OEM.
Gotta go OEM. Don't do that. But it's a nice M3 here, gang. Nice white interior, nice and wide. We got that baby Sasha right up above her. Yeah, and I gave you the cleavage parts. Okay. Yeah, but gang, she going back together. Got the bearings, got everything here. Yeah, we got them. They here, so they here, gang, and everything looking good. So we just waiting on a couple other parts, and then Sasha gonna be ready to go. If you don't follow my Instagram, make sure you follow my Instagram. I'm gonna put the link right here again. just so you can follow it, because a lot of the stuff I put on my Instagram never get a chance to hit the channel, or never is gonna hit the channel. So what I'm about to show you now, you would have seen 2 weeks ago, around a week and a half ago, if you followed the Instagram. On another video, I told you guys that I was painting the intercoolers candy red, and I'm gonna show you what I end up doing with the intercoolers, the M5, M6 intercoolers, and why I didn't powder coat them candy red to match the rest of the engine trim. So let me show you these now. So as you can see, I opted to go with the DEI gold foil, you know, and I bought it in sheets. I didn't buy the tape, I bought the sheets, because the sheets are a lot easier to deal with, and it makes it look a lot cleaner. There's not a bunch of tape lines up and down the entire piece. See, these are solid pieces, so it looks a lot cleaner, you know. And I'm gonna flip this around so you can see it. That looks a lot cleaner. So the reason I didn't get them powder coated is because of this plastic here. It's a plastic and fiberglass mix, and the type of plastic it is I'm gonna show you right there. If you can see, it says PA66 GF30, and the working temperature on this stuff is around 300 degrees. Max melt temperature is around 500, I think. But this thing would need to at least be 450 degrees for 15 minutes, I think, or 15 to 30, something like that, if you know powder coating. But it would need to be 450 degrees for 15 plus minutes to cure the candy. And yes, you can insulate these intercoolers. This is not an air-to-air intercooler. The actual fins are inside, and it's cooled by water. So you want to keep as much heat out of this box as possible, so the water can do its job. The cool water can do its job. So yes, you can insulate. It's actually more appropriate to insulate an air-to-water intercooler, you know. So that's why I'm not doing the candy red, because I did it like this. And also, if you guys heard what I said on the last video about the fuel, sending the fuel pump out, I'm getting a stage 3 fuel pump built by Precision Raceworks right now. This was the core I ordered from BMW. This is the newest version fuel pump right there, that part number. That's the newest version fuel pump. I didn't want to use, my car only has, it's right around 50,000 miles, but I didn't want a chance sending in the used one to get built on a project like this when everything else is brand new. So I just ordered a brand new pump, and I probably sell my pump or something like that, because my pump is the newest version also. So I probably just sell my pump gently used or something like that, or save it in case something happens to this pump and use it for a backup. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. And also, so the last thing we waiting on, gang, is the adapters to cut this top ridge piece of this gutted throttle body off and weld onto the adapter to use on the bottom of this intercooler here. I'm gonna lay it down so you guys can see inside of it. To use on the bottom of this intercooler. It connects right on the bottom of that, and this little piece is gonna be on the bottom of that adapter, and then we'll be able to hook it right up to the factory intake manifold. So no harm, no foul. And also, I'm going with factory style charge pipes for the M5, M6. I don't have to make any charge pipes, because since we're not using the bracketing system to hold these intercoolers where they usually are on the X6M, I can use upgraded charge pipes for the intercoolers like the M5 and the M6, which I'm gonna need those anyways, because I'm gonna be running extremely high boost, and they have bongs on the top, methanol bongs on the top, for me to run a Hobbs switch to turn on my stage 3 fuel pump. It's ran by boost. So at, I think, 15 pounds of boost, my second fuel pump is gonna kick on at 15 pounds of boost. So yeah, this is gonna be a crazy build, gang. And you know, I definitely can't wait. But I'm gonna put some pictures up right here of what the engine looked like after the bearings and rods were put in. All right, now it's time for me to tell you guys exactly what the giveaway is gonna be and what you need to do in order to be eligible for this giveaway. Okay, as you guys already know, sorry gang, feel like something was on me. But as you guys already know, Sasha is getting forged internals put in the engine. You know, so what I will be doing for you guys is all 8 rods are in perfect condition. All 8 connecting rods. What I'm gonna be doing is getting those connecting rods powder coated in the same candy red powder coat that Sasha's engine bay supports and the charge pipes will be. I'm gonna get those connecting rods powder coated, and then I'm gonna get it laser engraved or laser etched on both sides of the connecting rod. One side will have Sasha's name with F86, her chassis code, and X6M on it, and the other side will have the YouTube logo with the number of what connecting rod it is, 1 through 8. I'm gonna be keeping 1 for myself. Everybody who's gonna win those is gonna be put on some like little stand or something like that, so you can put it on a shelf, put it on your coffee table, put it on your desk at work, you know, as a piece of memorabilia for the channel. And it's gonna be gorgeous. I'm gonna make sure everything is beautiful and done the correct way. And in order to win one of these connecting rods, it's pretty much just like it was when I gave away the front splitter, or I think it was the rear spoiler. I did a carbon fiber rear spoiler giveaway, but it's one extra thing you have to do other than when I gave away the rear spoiler. When I make the giveaway, I'm gonna let you guys know in what video you need to make the comment in. But you need to make a comment in that video, you know, which I'm gonna give you the heads up that that's the video to make the comment in. You need to be subscribed to the channel, so that's 2 things. You need to be a follower of the Instagram, that's 3. So those are the 3 things that you needed to be to actually get picked for the rear spoiler, because the generator I use is a random YouTube generator, comment generator, you know, and if I pick it, once it runs and it picks the name, you know, then I'll go and do the background check and see if they meet the criteria. But for the last and 4th thing is you need to be a Patreon supporter, you know, and I don't want to push being a Patreon supporter on any of my subscribers, but if you would like to be one, it's only $3 per month. Not per day, not per week, not every 2 weeks, you know, not every 3 weeks. $3 per month. You can find that and change. You can find more than that and change in a month, you know, and that goes towards general support for the channel, you know. So I'm gonna put my Patreon link is down in the description. You know, if you guys need to find it, the Instagram link is down in the description. So those are the 4 things you guys have to do to be eligible to win one of these channel memorabilia parts for the channel. That's be a subscriber, leave a comment on the video. I'm gonna let you know what video you need to leave the comment on. Follow the Instagram, and be a Patreon supporter of only $3 a month. And all of those links are down in the description of every video I post. So I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you way more than you know. I love that you guys are going hard in the comment section, letting YouTube know that the channel needs to be pushed more and stuff like that. I really love those comments when you guys make comments like that, because YouTube has an algorithm that sees those comments and reads them, you know, and now I'm sure that helps in the algorithm with getting the channel out there more, you know, because I want more people to see this channel, you know, like you guys said, I'm doing a lot of stuff that a lot of guys aren't doing, especially to this platform. You know, it's not a lot of SUV channels out there at all. Even though this isn't a SUV channel, it's gonna be cars, you know. It's primarily a German car channel, you know, because that's what my love is for, German cars. You know, so you might see an Audi, you might see a Porsche, you might see a Mercedes, depending on the deal I get and the power it makes. and how good it is for drag racing, because that's what I do, gang. Y'all already know I'm a dig race monster. So if it's good for dig racing, if it's all-wheel drive, if it's light, you know, because I'm definitely doing a lighter platform next time, then it's good with me. But thank you guys so much. This channel could not be anywhere, anything, not worth doing without you guys' support. So I really appreciate it, and I'm always appreciated. Auto Lust out.